What do you too? Welcome to Hip Hop. It's your boy Papa Benji. We are back with another visual today. Today we got a new visual. Today is when rebranding fails. It's for Kai Cenat. Without further ado, grab y'all Zaya popcorn, whatever y'all need, and let's get it going.
Some say rebranding as a content creator, artist, or creative anything is a make or break in a lot of people's careers. You can have good creator rebrands, like Speed going from a kid yelling slurs in his mom's basement at 3 a.m. and doing voodoo rituals or whatever you call this. Genuinely, we gotta.
This nigga was really a rage bait back then, though. Like I couldn't see myself watching Speed back then. Like, I'll watch him now that he doing the international stuff and like the more maturity stuff. But Speed was on some weird viral shit, desperately seeking virality.
What the f was wrong with Speed in 2021? To now becoming one of the biggest live streamers in the
I
world
watched
and
that.
breaking generations of propaganda from the media. But then you also have creators on the opposite side of rebranding, like Sneeko. Turning from a person who used to be labeled one of the most creative YouTubers on this platform for his unique style of videos, to now having to hang out with the sinister six of streaming and appealing to racists because that's how much his audience has got diluted. Either have a sand machine grounding your ball sack for 5 minutes, or have your sister
What the fuck?
in a room with these guys for 5 minutes. Me personally, I'm sorry for my offspring, but y'all can no longer be born. Sometimes these rebrands come naturally though, and I think those are always the best types. Just like how I mentioned Speed earlier, most of his rebranding came from him maturing from being a teenager that grew up on the internet and watching edgy creators, then actually went out in the real world and saw real people. There's a reason why the most edgiest creators on any platform, most of their audience is teenagers, because that's when you're the most on the internet and have the least life experience. There's also
I mean, that he got to point. He got to point with
rebrands
that.
that are straight up a hard launch and the person is saying this is exactly how they're going to be moving like. Which is usually more dangerous because you're telling the entire audience you built up that you're no longer that person they watched. And the newest rebrand we have from a big creator is none other than Kai Cenat. I don't think we've had a hard launch rebrand from somebody as big as Kai Cenat in a while. Not too long ago was he yelling yacht at women getting up on his stream.
I'm sorry, let me lock him out real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, I felt like Kai Cenat should have just kept the streaming going on. What do y'all think? Y'all think Kai Cenat should have kept streaming and added his clothing brand along, or do y'all think the approach he taking is a good approach?
I bet. Go ahead.
The thought of an historian in the year 2900 going back to this time
This
and
nigga,
studying these
what the fuck?
type of clips always crosses my mind. And now Kai's brand new look is him launching a fashion brand and trying to become a designer himself, while also self-helping himself by trying to fix his reading struggles and working out. Off the wording itself, it doesn't sound bad at all. There's been two reactions to this. One being people who just hate to hate and basically hate on anything Kai does. If Kai did something like save a cat from a tree, they're in the comments saying some like he's worse than Hitler. Then there's a other group of people who genuinely just find his rebrand corny and don't like it. And if you see my videos,
I mean, I see nothing wrong with it. I don't see nothing wrong with the rebranding. It's just you're becoming more like non-accessible, and I don't like when people get like that. You know, those marathons that constantly absorb the negative of strangers can be overwhelming. That's a fact. That's a fact too. But it's like you literally took them 30 days and met literally every single person in the world. So I kinda can't be mad on how he's moving now though. You know what I mean? Like shit, you done met Janet Jackson, you met Mariah Carey, you met LeBron James, you met everybody, bro. You in a different category than literally anybody. You feel me? Like, I know Speed is the biggest streamer in the world, but he in a different category than Speed, because I don't even think Speed met them people.
I've defended Kai from random who just hate to hate on the internet or try to find a random problem. But I've also been critical of Kai, and this rebrand was
executed terribly.
This all started back when he ended his subathon at the end of September in 2025. He hit 1 million subs, had 1 million viewers at the end. He had every celebrity in the book on it. LeBron James shaved his head on stream. We could have just left the last part. All we needed to see was the king on stream. And after his stream ended, he decided to take a long hiatus to spend it with his girlfriend, vacationing around the world, seeing different.
And then young boy bought him that car and got shitted on. Ready to pivot and to crash out like some celebs and internet personalities. Like, views can be a drug, and it can be, yeah, it definitely is.
Places. Kind of awkward knowing that now, considering they just went through a pretty public breakup and she's dissing all of his friends and people
That's
around
crazy,
him. On this
though.
vacation, he was probably trying to think of how he would even come back and be able to top what he just did. Like, if I was in Kai's position, I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't know what the to do. I broke a record that probably won't be beat in our lifetime and had LeBron James on at the same time. I gotta end off everything with that. Which is why
Bro, that's the thing, bro. You don't have to be, like, just do what you love to do. You already the biggest, bro. Nobody can accomplish what you accomplished. Why not set yourself at that high milestone and just sit there and accept it?
He announced in a video
you
on
gotta
January
top that.
13th that he's officially quitting streaming. And it turns out that was actually clickbait, shocker. The whole video was an announcement for his fashion brand and showing his journey on making his clothing brand, while also announcing he's been secretly posting videos on another channel that will document his journey. This was probably the worst thing he did in his rebrand and is the thing people are making fun of the most. In the reading videos,
damn, 1 million subscribers yesterday. I think it was like 7 months. That's tough as fuck, bro. Look what Nicki Minaj is doing to her.
Weird thing he does is flex the phone timer after his reading time is supposed to end to show people that he's become a
she's on the Trump shit talking about how Trump is good and shit.
Reading god above the average human brain input and output.
Location, creating, and implementation intention is a strategy you can use. You can use, pair a new habit with a specific time and location. The implementation intention formula is I will behavior and time and location. Habit stacking is a strategy you can use. Ability of ending the emotion.
He's like, I don't know if he's trying to like read fast, but that's not reading, bro. Like you can literally read something, you feel me, in a full manner without having to read it fast. Reading it fast don't mean you're gonna understand it either.
No pain, which can open the door for you.
And how you saying the words matter as well. You know, certain words that you say, you got to be able to picture paint it. You can't just be talking like you get what I'm saying? You got to tell it like how you telling it, reading a story or something. This nigga need kids. This nigga need kids.
It's been 30 minutes.
Implementation intention is a strategy that you can use. If you already want a 40v1.
Like, alright, man, we get it. You now have reached the same reading comprehension as Shakespeare. If you didn't put this time into the reading videos, it wouldn't have received even close to the amount of hate it's getting. In the comments of all the vids, people are basically clowning him, saying he's trying too hard to be performative with it, and also are saying he's reading but not actually comprehending what it's saying. Something that could have made it better is if he showed some notes that he was writing down while reading the books to show that he was actually retaining the information and keeping what the books actually say in his head. Unironically, middle school teachers got one up on that.
So how much the world has changed this past 10 years during COVID.
But that timer thing was gonna cook him either way. He's got to put that one in the closet. Overall, it is good he's actually taking initiative to improve himself though. And there's clips too where he doesn't understand a word, so he searches up what it means on camera. Where people are clowning him for not knowing a word's meaning, which I find
it be the niggas that don't even know the word either. Gotta go Google the word before they come back and comment some dumb shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, you ain't even know what the word meant either. You went to go Google it, or you seen me Google it, found out what it mean. Now you want to call a motherfucker slow because he doing something live. You get what I'm saying? That's why certain things you can't do live. Because if somebody didn't see it, then they have no reason to talk about it.
It's so weird. People will always say try to improve yourself by reading books or going to the gym or learning.
Nah, what he's doing is definitely an improvement though. I respect it.
And when you showcase yourself trying to improve yourself, they just clown you. In 2026, a can't even be curious about something without getting the sped allegations. Meanwhile, those same people are fat chuds on the internet that do nothing but comment on people's all day. And we kind of do need more people reading, at least in America, because the amount of people's reading comprehension has gone down is atrocious. I know this as a creator because I'll say something, a person won't even finish the video or just pause on that part, then go in the comment section writing a whole paragraph explaining why they hate me and how my take is wrong. Half the population reads at a 6th grade level here. We gotta start doing reading clubs again. I'm glad to be in the group of Gen Z kids that got out school right when AI was about to hit. Because if I was in school right now, I'll let y'all know, I would be a couple of octaves dumber than I already am. Then there's the fashion pivot. On that same channel, he's posting videos of him learning how to make clothes for his fashion brand. Which
I mean, you just gotta open, like, you don't necessarily have to read, but you just gotta continuously open your mind to new opportunities and new knowledge. You know, you don't have to be the smartest person in the world, but you gotta know the mandatory things in life as an adult.
Doesn't have as much hate as the reading, but it's more of the way he presents it, I would say. His fashion brand is called Vivette, and one way he's advertising it is with his own journal. The journal having designs and sketches of what he wants in it. And the way he's talking about this journal and flexing it, you would think he's writing some new verses for the Bible. Even
yo, this nigga funny as fuck.
On the Vivette website, the only way you can see the journal is if you sign up and join the waitlist. So it's clear the journal is the main marketing tactic he has for his whole fashion brand, which isn't an uncommon thing. Every fashion designer has their own type of documentation of the process of making a product. Kanye is somebody who did this.
But my nigga, you can't just have one book that details the entire process though.
A lot and showed off his sketches.
Bro, it's not yet.
It's confusing on Kai's vision for it because in different videos, he's saying so many things about what it's supposed to be. And he's changing the camera quality on the videos to make it look more like a documentary, which is now being called the performative quality. The funniest one has gotta be him recording himself writing in his journal on a 3DS, which got deleted.
Nigga, why are you recording off your 3D? Bro, my nigga, just get a vintage camera, bro. Just get a vintage camera.
I don't know how to describe it. It's like a track, right? And
Oh my God, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Kai pissing me off with this one right here. My nigga, that's like, don't come on the camera and be like, oh, it's just like, like, you know the mad scientists that just be acting crazy, but they smart as fuck and they just cracking the code and shit like that. Come on, bro. Like, come on, Brody, chill out, bro.
And everybody's on it, and then when you achieve a lot, when you do good, you start to succeed. You start to exceed it. Like you start to keep going at a crazy. The way like I'm a little dark and shit. Like shit dark for me, but as soon as I hold this journal up, it's like.
What the fuck was that? You can't take the comedy out this nigga, bro.
More focused on it.
That journal better have the cure to cancer the way he's showing it. Crazy thing is, I
swear to
even if the
God.
journal does have good designs and people want to buy it, the videos have cooked anything associated to it.
He
People
definitely,
just
bro,
look
when
back
he shook, he definitely looked like Diddy for sure.
at the videos and start dying laughing. There was absolutely zero need to record this video on a 3DS. I feel like even he looked back at this and said, all right, I'm doing too much. While people were memeing the whole thing, it also opened the floodgates of old clips showing Kai trying to fit in with certain things, where you can't put it any other way. He's just saying some to be performative for the camera.
Yeah, for sure.
What would it be?
Viva La Vida by Cosplay.
These are kind of busted up, but headphones.
Like, you not use those. You not use those. Why you capping this? You not use those.
No. He do. Look. These are the 16, 15 iPhones.
These don't work.
No, they just broke today.
How it
Kai, you can use AirPods. We know you're rich, dog. And before people get on my ass for wearing these wired headphones, look back the past 4 years. I've been wearing these in every single video the past.
My nigga, I got a pair of those. I ain't mad. Where my shit's at, man? I hold my shit's. Damn, my shit's missing, bro. I hold my headphones to a high standard, though. Where are my headphones? I hold my shit's to a high standard, nigga. My shit's ain't. Where is my shits? Fuck it, I'll look for it later.
4 years. All right, I'm not faking. I'm not sure why he does it or if he tries to do it subtly so people don't notice much. But
I mean, you don't gotta come in the door. You could come in the door being professional. Like, that's what he probably trying to do.
2026, with all the forms of social media we got, people are gonna be able to tell when you're faking it. I do believe, though, that even with all these performative shenanigans, he actually got into fashion and likes it. You can tell his fashion game has changed a lot in the past couple of years. And I'm sure people will say that this whole thing is fake or a grift because it happened so soon. That can happen to anyone with anything, though. Sometimes you get into something and like it so much a lot in a short period of time. You want to start trying it yourself or going out into that industry. The way he's advertising it, though, is way too performative. There's clips of him walking around with the journal in Paris Fashion Week, and it looked like he was protecting an ancient scripture that had burned down what vaporized half of humanity's information.
Wow.
That nigga the new Ye.
Before I saw these clips, honestly, I didn't understand why people were saying the rebrand is performative. And as soon as I saw these clips, I understood why. Whoever told him on his team that this will look tough gotta be fired. Other fashion designers there were probably looking confused as hell. This isn't to say that Kai's clothing brand is gonna come out and look trash or ugly, but it's more of the marketing tactic and how it was done. In fact, I think a lot of the people hating saying the clothes are gonna look ass would start wearing it if all of a
I mean, they gonna wear it though, cause it's Kai.
sudden people actually like it and start wearing it out. One thing Kai's gonna mainly struggle with in the fashion industry is trying to have this new persona while his old clips still being mega viral and out there. Which is why I said at the start, it's better when a transformation naturally happens on its own and isn't a hard pivot. Because not only is he gonna get low broed by the fashion elites there and they'll just see him as the streamer guy, also it's the clips and what type of streamer he was, doing a bunch of goofy stuff for stream. It's way easier for you to be a small content creator.
Yeah, he trying to pull a professional. I don't know, bro. I just think you should have stayed at streaming. You was the top nigga in that, bro. You not gonna be the top nigga in clothing. That's something you can't be, bro. you know,
have collabs with bigger content creators because content creators are usually more genuine, which can lead to you blowing up and having your own career. The fashion industry is just like the music industry. It's cutthroat. They'll tell you if your shit is ass, or a company will deny making the clothes because they don't think it will sell well. And people memeing this whole thing is definitely not helping potential fashion collaborators take it more serious. The whole jump into
it don't matter. He already like close with Dolce & Gabbana and all them people, so it really don't matter.
Was very fast though. It was only 3.5 months he was gone before doing this whole change. I feel like minimum you need a year for something like this. I guess for now we're gonna have to wait and see how it goes. I don't know if he's gonna completely quit streaming, but if I was his friend giving advice, I say hell no. No matter what, as a content creator, unless you're gonna retire after like 10 or 15 years, you gotta serve the people that built you up to what you are, or maybe that's only me. So y'all will have me for another painstaking 10 years at minimum. Enjoy. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram.
I'm crying. He said, had that nigga at 10 years. Yeah, y'all probably gonna have me for another 10 years too, shit. I don't think I'm going nowhere no time soon. No time soon, family. I'm here to stay.